Hey guys, welcome to Bears and Bonsais. For this week, I'm just doing some maintenance on a few Japanese things I've had for a little while now. I think 2 years. What I'm doing is just cleaning it up a little bit, pulling some of the old needles from the tree. The reason I do that is just because it makes it look a little bit cleaner, but it also helps me define if there is any issues with the new growth. So this is all needles from the previous years that I just never pulled beforehand. And the reason for that is because I tend to just let these grow. I did wire them a bit, so you can see this one has some gnarly curves in it, and most likely I will let it thicken and grow a little bit more, and then this point will be my apex, and then all this I will make this as a sacrificial at some point, so definitely cut that at one point. So as you can see, this already has some growth this way, and maybe I might need to wire this point a little bit because it's a little too straight and it doesn't really match anything below it, but there are some buds in here, so you can see those buds right in there. So those buds can eventually become the main leaders, so we'll see how that goes, but as I had mentioned, this will be cut most likely next season, or I might just let it grow because this does have buds up here as well, and I'll let this get really long so the bottom can thicken. So it's nice to have these two divisions with a seedling like this because it gives you growth options. So just going in here, cleaning it up. You do this with tools if you are afraid of pulling all the needles off, which is possible. And look, I just found a little bud just by cleaning. I didn't even notice that that was there, and this could eventually become a leader if it grows out in a few years. So it's good to do this type of maintenance just so you can see what the tree's doing, and then start to define, your tree, or to consider plans for the upcoming years. Not everything has to be done immediately to a tree, especially at this stage. You really want it to just grow, put on growth, and then you can start to do different things with it. I'm going to say that's it for this as of right now. There is another needle here that I could probably pull. I just knocked out one of the buds, so I'm trying to be a little more careful. I was rushing, but definitely take your time, because if there are buds in here, you want to make sure you're not knocking anything out, especially since I'm going into fall and winter soon, and a lot of what this tree is doing is taking energy and putting it into some of those buds, but also putting it back into the tree. Black pines do spit out some growth throughout the year, throughout the winter, I suppose, if it is maintained appropriately, but growth is a little bit slower. So try to take it easy on these things. Don't apply heavy fertilizer. In my opinion, I wouldn't apply heavy fertilizer. Something light with higher P's and K's in it, mainly K. Really low nitrogen, almost zero nitrogen if possible. So here's another one. This one has a really crazy curve in it. I think when I wired this, I was thinking about not doing an S-curve per se. I think I always tend to do an S-curve in some way, somehow, but I was thinking more of a dragon. What would a dragon look like in this situation? So as you can see, it kind of came up around, and then I went back down, and then I came back up when I wired this. So whenever you're doing any wiring, take that into consideration as well. Like if you want something that looks dramatic, or if you want something that looks different or stands out, consider how you're wiring with seedlings like this, because the direction that you take in the forefront will, create what you have in the future. So that's about it for that one. Let that one grow as well. I won't pull too much on that one. This one, I don't know what to do with this one. This one's wild. Maybe I'll do some maintenance work on this one in a separate video, but as you can see, there's still some wire on this one. Probably have to remove it. I'm not sure if it's biting yet, but it's pretty gnarly. So be on the lookout for these black pines. Catch you later.